All right, we're here today with my good friend and investor, Tyson, and we really appreciate you showing us your building. This is 30 units behind us, is a building that we sold Tyson back in, I think 2018, right?
Yes.
2018, and Tyson, you've made it look really, really nice. This is not what it looked like when we sold it to you. How did you end up coming up with this design here? I mean, this is kind of like, you don't see this typically with the name and the siding, the colors.
Well, luckily enough, my wife likes to design, so she kind of helps me out, and that saves on some money. I think in all, we've probably remodeled about half the units, about 15 of the 30 interior. And then we did an extensive outside with siding, paint, did a new roof on the other building and about half the roof on this.
So you acquired this in 2018 through a 1031 exchange. This was your up leg to the 1031. You sold a 9 unit in Fullerton. That was your down leg, right?
Correct. You sold the 9 unit in Fullerton, and I used that along with some cash in the bank to acquire this.
And was it this opportunity that came up caused you to make that determination, all right, it's time to sell and do another trade, or were you already planning to sell that 9 unit?
No, I wasn't really. I mean, it was finding this property and it fitting in just kind of exactly location. It's a value add property is what I look for. So, and size, you know, trading a 9 to a 30 is a big step up, and that's kind of what I look for. And, you know, even though I had to add a little cash, that's kind of what I kind of like to do.
So I think we put this under contract for you. The seller was comfortable enough going with you as a buyer. You had really tight terms, worked out the price, and then you had time to go out and then sell the 9 unit and complete the trade.
Right. I think we had a longer escrow period here. It was about a 3 or 4 month escrow.
Yep.
Maybe a 3 month with an extension. So as soon as we got that under contract, listed the 9 unit with you, that sold at list, I think.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, so it was perfect timing.
Well, show us around. Let's follow you around and let's take a look at. It's 2 different buildings. Are they 15 units each?
Yeah, you got 16 units here and 14 units over there, but they're kind of connected, so we operate as one.
Is it all right if we
you guys want to walk
here?
Sure.
So on the color, you got the doors to match, but you did the windows.
I did all new windows, that's right.
Okay.
Yes.
All new windows, those are white.
All new doors, all new front doors as well.
Okay. And that pops, the white on white, that looks really good.
Yeah.
It looks clean. I mean, just the little extra detail like painting this gray and putting in the lighting.
I mean, the interiors are you're going to see, it's not a vacant unit, but you're going to see we spent a lot of money on the interiors.
Okay.
Kind of, we had, I think, 2 vacancies when we bought it, and when we first popped the rents, I think that created about another 3 or 4. So, you know, those first 5 units, we really try to deck them out and set kind of a new market rent here in the complex. And you'll see the improvements were pretty good. 2 bedrooms get 2 parking spaces.
Okay.
And 1 bedroom get 1. So there's plenty of
Works
parking
out.
here. Yeah.
Do you charge for parking, or is that just included?
No, I just kind of bake it into the rent, you know, and get a little higher rent. As you can see, we've done the interior landscape on this side of the courtyard. This was previously just a dirt lot here. I think at some point it was a pool, maybe they had filled. So now that we've you know, combined the 2 buildings, we don't need a pool on this side. So this is kind of just an area people kind of hang out. Fake artificial grass here, so no irrigation needed. So I think the unit we're gonna go see is a 2 bedroom, 1 bath up there, unit number 5.
Okay.
I think he's getting ready to move out, but he's gonna let us take a look.
Okay, great.
Yes, this is the updated SPC waterproof planks.
It's a great color.
Thank you. Yeah. All plumbing fixtures and light fixtures have been upgraded. Brand new cabinets and quartz countertops. Go with the light gray and the white shakers.
It's got the slow close.
Yeah. All stainless appliances.
It's nice. And then I like the subway tile.
Yeah.
And you put that all throughout the whole kitchen.
Yeah, all throughout the whole kitchen.
I like the baseboards that you did.
Yeah, we go big on the baseboards. You know, those are 5.5 square. Kind of makes everything a little more upgraded.
Yeah.
Modernizes everything a little bit.
Was there popcorn? Did you scrape?
We just drywalled over it.
Oh.
Yeah.
You updated the panel?
Yeah, we'll update the panels when I come in here because we run all new circuits for all the areas that need them in the kitchen, and everything's up to code.
Got it.
And the bathroom is the only place we put tile. Everywhere else has the SPC planks.
Right.
But we do the 2-inch hex in the bathroom with the gray grout, kind of matches the gray countertops.
And these bedrooms are huge.
Yeah, these bedrooms are big.
And then the closet, you just do the mirrored?
Yeah, we did the mirrored closet doors. Slider.
It's easy. Oh man, this is nice.
I think we put ACs in these bedrooms. We'll do it on the ones that don't face the street.
Yeah. Got it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
One in each bedroom and then one in the living room.
And they're all, they have their own circuit, so everything's, per code on the electrical.
Got it. So you kind of like, you systemized your turn, and you're kind of overseeing that, right?
Yeah. I mean, I got it pretty wired now where I only have to come in really a couple times during the turn.
Yeah.
Once in the beginning and kind of, maybe 3 times, once in the middle and at the end. But I got a system down, demo guys first, then you get your electricians and plumbers, and then your start and finish guys. So it's kind of a system now. It's pretty seamless.
Got it. You got your subs.
Yeah.
You got your process.
Right.
I mean, you definitely do a really good turn, and that's why your units rent so quick.
Yeah, they do rent quick.
Really good rent for them.
Right.
And then how long have you been, just a backstory on you, how long have you been investing for now?
So I started off in 1997 as a broker, actually. And
apartment broker?
Apartment broker, yeah, in the San Fernando Valley. And so, cold calling, scrambling, making commissions, and would save every commission I made to buy a deal. And back then it was kind of the REO market, so you're putting like 50,000, 100 grand down on a deal, and the bank would finance you. Even if you didn't have any credit, they just want to get the product off their books. So kind of came into it at a really good time, and then eventually, phased into the landlord management after, I had enough properties that could kind of sustain myself. But started off much like yourself, just making commissions.
Or trying to get like you. A lot of the brokers are
you're well on your way, man.
I appreciate that. So you, what was that, 97 you said?
97, 98, yeah, right in there, like end of 97, yeah.
And then when did you kind of phase out as a broker and transition?
I started kind of, it was like a slow phase out. I would do it like a few deals a year, still brokering deals all the way probably up until about 2006. And then about 2006, 2007, I had sold a lot of stuff and converted about 50% of my portfolio to cash.
Oh my gosh.
So I kind of hit it perfect, and then came in and started reinvesting about 2010. So kind of got lucky there. So that was a big jump, is that cycle,
right?
Because that one was a big one. So
you knew the business, you knew the opportunity.
Yeah, I knew as long as I bought in the right area that they were going to just come back. So
right. So a lot of your portfolio is still in LA, and then you've been buying down here. You live in Orange County now, so you got a mix. It's kind of what, almost 50-50?
I'd say a little more probably in LA still, but okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't buy my first Orange County deal until about 2011, 2012, okay. But I've pretty much all been buying Orange County since
Westminster?
That's Westminster, yeah. So pretty much been buying all Orange County since then. I bought a couple of LA deals, but I'm trying to move, portfolio down here. I live down here, so a lot easier to oversee, and I like this market obviously a little better.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then when you were transitioning, when you sold some deals, I mean, you were living off savings, you kept your overhead low. Like, I know a lot of people are trying to transition from brokerage, but that's their cash business.
Right.
How were you able to kind of walk away from that? Was that just you built up cash flow from the properties to where you can kind of switch?
Exactly. And I had real low overhead. Didn't have a big family then yet, really. So kind of had low overhead and just, not living a lavish lifestyle, driving a pickup truck for about 5 years and saving money just to buy until you had enough where you can kind of enjoy, your savings and stuff.
And then you leveled up in that next cycle when
that was the big level up for sure. It wasn't good until then, probably.
So what do you, in general, what do you look for when you're buying deals? Like, I know the market right now, it's a tough time to buy, right? Mm-hmm. But there's still opportunities out there. But what do you what do you look for? Are you looking at price per foot? I mean, certainly value, but what kind of goes through your mind when you look at a deal?
Well, I mean, now, obviously, the first thing I would always look at is value add, but now it's really hard to find that because things are kind of priced with already the value add, baked into it. So now that's kind of an impossible thing to find, safe investment. If the market does turn down, then you want to buy in an area where it's going to come up the fastest. So, A, B locations. Cost per square foot is probably my number one metric I look at, but, I also look at, GRM, and actually you look at GRM a little more than cap rates, a little more raw number,
right.
And I kind of got my expenses that I could bake in there that I know are kind of standard. So kind of look at the GRM and, kind of cross, reference the metrics, but I'd say cost per square foot is probably number one.
And then you've been big on location too.
Big on location, definitely.
Yeah.
because I'm at a point where, you know, I'm kind of hedging my bets. So if the market does turn, I want to be in an area that's going to, you know, go down the last and come up the quickest.
Got it. And then outside of it, you know, the next cycle, what's your plans for like your next steps on a business level?
You know, continuing to trade up. I mean, I'm going to be, actually, I'm in the process of building a house in Tennessee. So I love all my Orange County stuff. I'm going to probably definitely keep all of that and continue to, you know, trade up and sell the smaller buildings and buy bigger properties in Orange County. And I'm actually looking to, you know, phase out a lot of my LA stuff and sell those, and hopefully buy out of state, maybe in Tennessee or in Orange County. So kind of allocating my portfolio to more desired locations for me going forward.
Got it. And then you're open to wherever the opportunity is. If it's in a good location, you'll still buy like a medium-sized deal or a big deal. It's just kind of wherever.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it works. Is if, you know, I typically won't buy a smaller building that's under like, you know, 12 or 15 units. But if it's in a, you know, East Side Costa Mesa or Newport Beach, then I'll definitely buy it.
Right.
But if you know, if it's a smaller building in, you know, in Anaheim or Santa Ana, it wouldn't be worth it. So I'd say the better the location, the smaller building I'd buy. But my really goal is to buy, you know, 30 units and up buildings.
Something like this.
Yeah, you can have an on-site manager, and, you know, costs are kind of allocated and spread out a little more, and I'm not having to be as heavily involved in the management on those kind of buildings.
Got it. And then if you buy something like the little 5-unit we sold you, or in a small trade you bought in Tustin down the street here, right? This kind of, that bolted onto this,
right.
And your manager's
exactly
overseeing that, and it
right.
kind of works that way.
Yeah, that's another case where, you know, I'll buy a building, a smaller building, if it's within, you know, a couple square miles of this, and then I can kind of use the same manager and you know, reduce expenses that way too.
Got it.
That works.
Well, we love it. We love the turns. We love working with you,
yeah.
And appreciate you sharing your story. I know a lot of people are, you know, brokering and always looking to the next level, and they look to you for a lot of that. And I know a lot of owners love to see, you know, properties getting renovated and revamped. We'll have to throw in some before pictures on this thing so everybody can see.
Those are good. That's a good transition.
Yeah, for sure.
Need a lot.
Absolutely. Well, great. Well, we look forward to bringing you some more opportunities and seeing you keep going.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Dan. You're the best, man.
Thank you. You're the best too.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.